Look, she's chewing it up. Pause that. She's like, you see, he's he's. It's like, Scorsese, how about stepping out of your fucking comfort zone? Make a movie about black trans women. Why don't you impress me? Stop making movies about these fucking goons. We get it. How about you show that you got a little fucking range? Make a movie about babies.
Right, but you don't want them taking away your rights and closing in on your email account.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it anyway.
Are they? You sure?
What are you gonna do? Don't take my rights. Send. What the fucking matter? This 1950s horse shit where everything was so good, but we were, sicking dogs on black kids trying to go to school. Or on a show like The View, where they go out and it's just 5 women screaming about politics, because there's nothing worse than The View. In terms of there are so many brilliant women out there. None of them are on The View. None of them have gone near the set of The View. Yeah, I mean, Joy Behar, again, these people have dementia. These are people who should not be allowed out of the house. They have a national platform. I mean, it is crazy. They have no idea. These people have never read a book.
Why doesn't The View have any trans women on it?
Great point. It has a lot of women that look trans, but none of them. It has a lot of second and third takes. After a drink, you'd go, huh? But it doesn't have a ton of, yeah. I mean, she's going to be sacrificed. If Bill Gates released this virus, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tweet about it? Do you have a militia? You ready to go? What, you got a few guns in the back? You shoot at your tree in Georgia? Imagine going to New York City, the greatest city in the world, in my opinion. And I'm right. I mean, London's a goth nightmare. The food sucks. Shut up. Shanghai, that'll have its time. It's coming. Don't worry about it. You'll have the next century. Let me have the past one. Thank you. I believed in the Bush administration. And then I stopped doing cocaine. The word taping of The Tonight Show, to me, is synonymous with the word inoperable. Be hearing it's inoperable. Drink wine, take pills. Take pills and drink wine. Get drunk. OD in your bed. Die. Do something adult for once. Be a fucking adult. It's going to be exciting. We're going to see Jimmy's going to come out. Maybe he'll have a field piece where he goes to the Olive Garden with Post Malone or Cardi B, and they can sit in the Olive Garden where people have worked 16 hours to make a living, and they soak their feet every night because they swell because they're on them all day, and they're taking amphetamines to just keep doing it and keep fucking answering the questions that fat tourists from Ohio have about penne alla vodka. Do something adult, get a drinking problem and lose your kids. That's what adults do. They don't fucking smoke pot and talk about how disappointing the new Star Wars was. Lose your firm, snort your house, destroy yourself with pharmaceuticals. They have to do that, and they're all drugged up, and they can barely have a cigarette break, and when they do, they go outside, and it's just a cacophony of New York City, blaring horns and ambulances, and they go back into the Olive Garden, and then they have to hear from their manager that, well, you gotta look good today because Jimmy's coming in with Post Malone. I smoke to go to sleep. Well, deal with your demons. Make peace with the monster under the bed. Defeat him. Be him. But there's got to be a guy that considers having a Travis Bickle moment. There's got to be a guy that thinks of throwing a tour of Italy on the table and then lunging at Fallon. There's got to be one of those chefs in the back that's had quite enough of this shit. DMT, it doesn't matter. I take DMT. I go to the other realm. I'll try to sell the aliens condos. I'll convert them. They'll be like, we're all hyper-sound. I'd be like, will you shut the fuck up? Do you want a stunning estate? Yes or no? They're more capable. All the shit that they've pulled, the CIA, all these people, they're just too good. They're good. They've beat me. They're going to win. They're going to win. The CIA is going to beat you. These people are frauds. What is wrong with you? They are actors. They are frauds. She's claiming to be a bagel. And then she's going to hang out with Ilhan Omar and read Mein Kampf. They don't believe in anything. You people put your stock because she's hot. If she looked like me, she'd be another loser socialist in her basement right now, talking about Capital. But she looks like her, so she's on television every 36 seconds. You're going to let these people run your life? You're investing in this? Or Trump, who's like dancing with Epstein like this for 30 years and then decides that he doesn't know who he is? My father allowed me to watch because he allowed me to watch most things in the 90s. That was his style of parenting. He said, if you want to watch it, you can watch it. The movie Seven? Sure. Not a problem. Whatever you want to watch. You want to watch Dead Man Walking? You want to see Sean Penn get lethal injection? What are you, 7? You'll enjoy this. It's playing up the block. I don't want to pay for a babysitter. I want to go watch Casino. You ever seen someone get buried alive? You're about to. Handle it. Handle it like a man.
Here's the problem. Most people don't care. They don't want these rights. They actually don't. Most people don't give a shit about their rights. They want pizza. They want chicken wings. They want fucking soda. They want cheap credit. They want to go on a cruise once a year. They don't give a shit about their rights.
Cruise.
They don't care. They want Netflix and they want, garlic knots. And that's and that's what it is. They just enjoy like putting something warm and doughy in their mouth, vegging out and fucking waking up the next day and go, shit, I'm here again. And they're the happiest people.
They like to get drunk and go boating.
That's it. They like to get fucked up and go out on the lake. Go out on the lake and get railed up. And and it's fun. What are you going to sit around all day, worry about what DARPA's doing? It's like, the fuck kind of life is that? Grill a burger, it's over. I mean, enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's
play
the end,
Freebird.
and the end's not that bad. As ends go, as ends go, this end happens to be hilarious, and there's still food in the food store.
Privileged you have to be in society to think that the biggest problem is fucking milk. Boomers, by the way, it's the first generation that has a shit ton of life experience and no wisdom. Like they're like, I've been on this planet a long time. It's like, and you ruined it. Shut the fuck up, half of you, not all of you, but a lot of you should just pipe down. Just go out quietly. You destroy. It's like you inherit a house, you burn the house down. Just leave quietly. Just exit quietly. Nobody in the natural world is handing each other trophies. There's no bear getting up at a podium and going, I am a voice for the voiceless.
Do you think that there's another Epstein Island out there right now?
12. Better. Newer. Yeah. No, the kids go down a slide into a furnace.
And Charles Gasparino, that guy from CNBC, is like, yeah, he's in the tombs. It's underfunded. It's underfunded. And the people that work there, they're not that bright. You know who's not that bright? You. You're not that bright, Charles. Stop posting libertarian memes if you live with your mother. Stop talking about how bad socialism is if you live with your mother. Socialism is bankrupted. Will you shut up?
Are you a centrist?
I believe in pedophile cults and lizard people. I think that's centrist. I think that's in the center.
I was in subprime mortgages. I was dumb enough to sell the product to myself. I sold a house to myself. You're not supposed to get so drunk you scam yourself. I scammed myself. Can we stop giving murderers all the airtime in this country now? You got to murder someone in a small town to get a show. Now, I'm sorry I didn't kill someone in a small American town. Because everyone wants to sit around and watch murder all day in a small town where people go, I'm so down and earthy and, it's just shook up the whole town. What did you drink from college to what? Till what? Till
like 19 to like 25.
Yeah. I would say that was me too. I think I was like 19 to 25 because I was drugs from 13 to 20 and of course from 20 to 25 as well. But it's a great season. October, Halloween. We've got a line of merch. I mean, is this the nicest thing you've ever seen?
Oh, by far. Yeah, top tier.
I have never seen clothing like this in my life. I'm not kidding. This isn't a joke. I've never seen clothing like this in my life. To me, it's so... It's epic and it stays. It's amazing and it can be worn in all seasons and all climates, which many clothes cannot be. It is not a particular style. It's timeless. And it has a feeling. No, yes. Yeah, it is.
I'm imagining someone 100 years from now wearing it.
No, it actually would work.
Yeah, it would
it
work.
actually will work, and people will wear it 100 years from now, and they'll speak of these days. And people will go, "What was it like then?" And they'll go, "It was a real knife fight out there," or so we were told. But it's really beautiful merch. And we are, going to be introducing this very shortly, and we're hoping that people enjoy it as much as we do, because you worked very hard. Now, you emailed the designer.
I did. A few times.
So to me, I don't want to understate his role in the operation and what we do. So many people dismiss you because they just look at what you do and go, "What?" But really, the reality of it is that behind the scenes, you're doing so much. And one of the things you've done is send a 3 or 4 sentence email to the designer of this merch.
With the vision for the...
merch that we both kind of came up with, right?
I think so.
Right?
You had one, I had one.
Right. And it's important to me that you buy the merch. It really is.
It is.
It is important that all of you listening buy the merch. And I don't want to hear nothing. Inflation's going down. The price of gas is going down. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear that your kid is sick. Your mother-in-law fell. The job's not what it used to be. The hours are getting crunched. The neighborhood's changing. The taxes are up. The water's brown. You got a pain in your lower back. I don't want to hear that you're vomiting and shitting more than you used to, that you wake up in the middle of the night shivering. I don't want to hear that you don't have anything to believe in and your kids hate you because you can't provide them with the style of life that their friends have. I don't want to hear that you can't get hard to fuck your wife because she's fat now because she's eating our poison food. I don't want to hear that you can only jerk off to women getting beaten on the internet because you resent your wife because she finished college and you didn't. I don't want to hear that you have 3 dogs and 2 of them need operations and you can't afford it and one of them's starting to smell. I don't want to hear that your father doesn't look you in the eye because he's ashamed of the man that you've become. I don't want to hear any of that. I want you to go buy this merch. And I want you to wear it. And all those problems are fucking minuscule when you're supporting a podcast you like, that you enjoy. Mm-hmm. And people go, "What is that?" And you tell them, "Oh, it's a show I like." And they go, "How's your wife?" Go, "Well, let's talk about something that's beautiful. Let's talk about art. Let's talk about a couple of guys that sit in a room and do their hot takes every week that I like. I like it. I like it. It's my time. I sit in my car and I get high and I listen to it and I drink. And that bitch knows it's my time. She doesn't come out to see me. And if she did, man, I picture it. I picture her coming out on that front porch. I picture her going, "Stop listening to that fat fuck and raise your kids." And I said, I'll reverse right into that fat bitch. But she never comes outside because she's watching Gutsy. She's watching Hillary Clinton talk to a reverend about her very tough decision to stay married. And she's drinking wine in our back room and she can't even hear me. And I'm out there tinkering in the garage, fixing it, finding it out. And the kids, they run by and I go, "What are you doing?" And they go, "Yeah, oh man." And they pay me no mind. And they pay me no mind. And that's okay. That's okay because I got a podcast that I like. I got a podcast that I enjoy. I got 2 boys who talk the shit I like. I don't care what this family ends up doing. This family's not going to produce generations of wealth. It's not going to produce happy people. It will end. My kids may not have kids, and if they have kids, I worry even more about it. This will end. It will end in juvenile hall. It will end in small claims court. It will end in family court. It will end with addicts with 4 days of sobriety scraping the skin off their arms, trying not to fucking go to the 7-Eleven parking lot and buy another blue to just get them back to even. It'll end in a suburb of Schenectady, New York. It'll end in Schoharie County. It'll end in Albany in the back of a catering hall. It'll end bad. It'll end at a funeral we can't afford. It'll end going into the ground with a couple of bar buddies standing around checking their watches. It ends bad, but fuck it. I got a podcast today with a couple of boys that I like, and they're talking about Hillary Clinton on the internet. And don't kid yourself, that means something to me because my family hates me and I have no money and I wish I was dead every minute of every day. But today, I got a podcast to listen to, and they just said there's merch. They actually just said there's going to be merch. They said and my wife's going to fight about it because we have an emergency only account. Like the last time we used it is when my son was accused of rape. He didn't do it. He was dating a woman and she was taking liberties with the truth. And he was accused of rape and we had to bail him out. This is before the no bail law. But before the no bail law, we had to bail my son out who was accused of rape by his on-again, off-again girlfriend who said he came over the house and had his way with her. And he assured us that he had not done that, but we had to bail him out. And we used the emergency fund. The other time we used it is when my car broke down. My wife was using my car. She's a server at a local rest stop. And she had to fix the car with the emergency fund. We've reserved it for those types of things. Son's problems and the wife needing to get to work. But I swear to God, if I don't get that merch, if I don't support this guy, yes, he has 3 houses. He deserves 8. He deserves 8. And I'll tell that to my wife, my fat wife, when she looks at me and goes, do you think he needs more? You don't know what he needs. He's not like us. He's not like us. He was raised in a different time, in a different place. And this whore. This whore will look at me and she'll go, how dare you spend our fucking money on merch for this pig, this fat pig? And I'll say to her, you know what? That's it. This ain't working. And she's going to go, we don't have enough money for a divorce. I'm going to go, I'm not talking about a divorce. This ain't working anymore. None of it. The air, the water, the soil. I feel like I'm on an alien fucking planet. So I'm going to take my Tim Dillon Show hoodie and I'm going to put it on. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to listen to Freebird in my truck one more time. And then I'm going to blow my brains out and drench that hoodie in blood. And I'm going to have you and the kids find me, you ungrateful, grating, and horrible shrew. I'm going to have you and the kids find me. And the next day, like clockwork, they slept through the gunshot because they were all fucked up on their sleeping pills and their booze. But they walked outside. They didn't hear the old man. They didn't hear him tinkering in the garage. They didn't hear him. They didn't smell the morning cigarette. They just went up to the car and they saw the blood splattered all over the front seat. The old man was dead. But he was in his favorite merch. He was in the merch of his favorite podcast. And they buried him in it. And they fought with the Undertaker because you're not going to bury him in a bloody hoodie. You go, yes, we are. Bury him in that bloody hoodie. So my hope is that no matter where you are in your life, you buy this merchandise because it is important and it is beautiful. We put the time in. Ben emailed the designer. I was on the email as well. I don't really check the emails, but I'm on it as well. Even if you're going to kill yourself in front of your family, as I imagine many of you, I imagine 30% of the people who listen to the show are going to do exactly that. Probably before New Year's, quite frankly. I just hope that you do it in the Tim Dillon Show merchandise because it is beautiful. Because here's one thing. It's gutsy. You know who Hillary Clinton should have had on that show? Vince Foster's wife. I don't know if he was married. He probably was. We want to thank our friends at Gas Digital Studios. We want to thank, what's your name, the producer?
Francis, right?
Francis.
Yes.
We want to thank Francis. We want to thank all the moms and dads out there and all the families that are listening to this on their way to Freedom Fest. All the families out there in this great nation. You know, I'm humbled and inspired every day when I hear about the stories of the Medicare fraud and people that are taking advantage of others and people that are faking their own deaths. I'm so happy about it. I say to myself, you know, it's fucking, we're still fighting. We're still kicking. Mm-hmm. We're still kicking. And that's beautiful. But I think I've done a decent job selling the merch. And we're going to launch it soon, motherfuckers.
You can sign up at timdilloncomedy.com at the bottom.
How about you go and sign the fuck up at timdilloncomedy.com. You go sign up right now because I'll tell you right now, it's really beautiful.
Fair is fair. We must, even though we are cautious about what this guy does, a lot to not like, some things to like. We want to congratulate the mayor of the mayoral candidate for the Democratic Party in New York City. And his name is Osama bin Laden. I want to congratulate him. I thought it was an ambitious thing to have attacked the financial capital of the world, to have hit out and to come back, and to have noticed how much salads cost, sandwiches, just lunch in general, how angry people were, and to come in and go, listen, I know I did wrong with the Twin Towers. I know it wasn't ideal, but remember what you were paying for rent when I attacked the World Trade Center, how much more equitable it was, how much. Remember in 2001 when $20 bought you a pack of smokes, a cocktail, a dime bag of weed, and a burrito. And that's your night. When I attacked the World Trade Center, and he would say in the speeches, he'd go, justifiably. Many would clap. Yes, we agree. I attacked it justifiably because of the things I didn't agree with. Troops in Saudi Arabia, America's support for Israel. But even as I watched people jump out of those buildings to their sudden and inevitable death, I thought to myself, maybe I'll come back here one day and give them free buses. So when Osama bin Laden came back to the city to give people a more equitable plan to live, I get it. I get it. Hey, I'm not dead. The Navy SEALs didn't get me, and I'm here to make buses free. Government-run grocery stores. Let's get rid of the cops. Let's get people walking around with clipboards, asking questions. Of course, I am kidding. Osama bin Laden is not the nominee. Osama bin Laden was a CIA asset that we pretended lived in Pakistan, and then we sent a group of Navy SEALs to kill him, they also somehow died in a mission, which seems odd, but they're all dead. Like, I think all the members of SEAL Team 6 are dead. Don't look it up. It doesn't matter. But I believe that to be the case, truly. And it was very weirdly, like, we kind of knew Pakistan had him, and we didn't. Listen, let's not get lost in that. My point is that Osama bin Laden, wherever he is not the guy. I know that Charlie Kirk, a few people have made that kind of comparison. There's a lot about 9/11 we don't know, so I don't think we can. And listen, by the way, I'm no fan of the immigration. I'd like it to cool down. I'm a big fan of a cool down with the immigration, a cooling period, a cooling off period, a settling in. How about that? A settling in. No one talks about immigration like that. Let's let all these immigrants settle in. If you ever stayed at someone's house and they go, let me let you get settled. That's what we want. But, so this is not a defense of radical Islam or immigration. Two things I'm no fan of. There's a lot more to 9/11 than just, hey, a couple of guys in a cave didn't like us. Now, I don't know how much more there is to it. But if you have an education level beyond fifth grade, you realize something else is afoot. This seems to be one of the biggest issues with the Republican Party right now, is they are unable to, when they try to dunk on a guy like Zoran Mamala, who is the Democratic primary winner, Zoran Mamala. They don't understand that when they just say the word 9/11, it's bad for them because everything after 9/11 was terrible. And that's why we all look at the Iran engagement and go, let's relax. Let's calm it down. War gives people something to do in the government. People think the government does more than it does, and it doesn't do all of that much. And there's a lot of people that don't do that much, but when there's a war, like, everyone's working. Like, we've talked about it on the show. When the Pentagon, like, when they're about to go to war, they all start ordering pizzas. It's like they have something called the pizza index, where people know when we may or may not go to war or drop a bomb, because everyone at the Pentagon's like staying late and ordering pizza because they have to work. It gives them purpose.